of 4 AU or greater. A maximum size appears to be obtained at 1.5 to 2 AU. So what is being measured? Question, answer, I don't have the answer because I don't have the spectroscopic data, and I don't have radio telescope, I don't have access to $1 million.
They have to settle data, the data that they have and the one they give to us, the idiots. So you're never gonna find the truth that way. You got to find Dr. Bergrum, you got to find Boyd Bushman, you got to find Bob Lazar, you got to find, you know, other people, John Lear, which is halfway true and half-ass liar. But Tom Bearden and Dr. Bergrum and Boyd Bushman, well, Boyd Bushman will not talk. He only confirmed that what Bob Lazar said. And Dr. Norman Bergrum, he did say the whole thing. They tried to poison him. So what you have to do is listen to the Ringmakers of Saturn and the interviews with Kerry Cassidy from Project Camelot. Then you know, you start putting the pieces together. But once you hear that and read the book Ringmakers of Saturn, which is for free on the net, and then watch the video The Moon is Your Worst Nightmare, then you see what all these things are. I already posted that about 20 times. That's what I am concentrating my research now, to see if astronomers can look at this with fresh view. They cannot touch the idea that the reptilian race is the one responsible for all this bullcrap. And they control this planet through surrogate human guilty party, which are doing the dirty work, lying to us, like NASA and all these other corporations that are poisoning us with all kinds of shit. Chemtrails, medicine, you name it. That's what they're doing. The truth, they're not gonna tell us shit. The reptilian throw and everything that comes this way is controlled by the reptilians. If they want to smash a thing in this planet, they will let it happen. Or they'll throw it at us. If it's not for their convenience, well, they won't do it. As simple as that. Those are the people that control the whole thing. Look at this structure here. You should realize space is not what you think it is, an empty dark thing. No. It's filled with structures to the rim. Every inch is built. And there's conduits, tubular, corridors, whatever you want to call it. It's called the matrix. You can't tell me these are 3 moons. They don't look like any freaking moon I ever seen, but I see a tubular thing going, a structure going this way with all kinds of structures in the structure. It's just, I mean, look at this tubular deal here, this electromagnetic vehicle, and another one behind it with a structure in between. That's what you should start concentrating your effort, and you see a face, left eye, right eye, that's now, you have horns, and that becomes another part of another statue or structure that look like something, look big, set of eyes, this reptilian pupil here.
Equipment that I can, do the research for myself and let you know. I have to depend on whatever is out there. And this is the third video showing you that they're lying. That something is not making sense from their own
set of
writings. Okay?
The data
from their own data, astrophysics data systems. Okay?
They say that Mars was this and that. Just think about why they never sent a rover to the moon to begin with. They could have sent a rover to the moon 20, 30 years ago. Like they doing to it's easier and faster and cheaper to send to the moon first and learn from there and find, no, they won't, because those reptilians won't let them. They told them, you're not going to send a damn thing over here anymore. You're not going to build any bases unless it's the military-industrial complex and they are in the far side and it's all under control. And you keep secret, like that patch say, behind these green doors, a lifetime of silence that tells you everything. You open your mouth, you're dead. Period.
Something doesn't make sense, people.
No, it doesn't.
This will be my last video. I will not be making any more. I don't know what this is.
It can involve like
exposure time, basically. Well, now those
to 0. The nucleus, the molecules CN, CH, NH, OH, and C3 and NH2 have been identified spectroscopically. Rosen, Swings, and Cujo, 1957, Arpigny, 1965.
Imagine.
This list may well be seriously incomplete because the observations are limited to the visible spectrum.
Exactly.
Okay, by the way, CN, by the way, is cyanide, in case you're wondering. And NH is
cyanide.
Is this why they're not releasing the spectroscopic data? Is this thing emitting large amounts of cyanide? If so,
poison
when we get blasted by its tail when it comes around after perihelion, and we are going to get blasted by its tail up to AU, according to NASA, it's going to have a tail that massive. That could, in and of itself, if we get blasted by a tail filled with cyanide, that could in and of itself be a
poison
extinction level event.
Exactly.
Moving along. Rocket or satellite observations above the atmosphere.
2 astronomical unit is 93 million miles times 2. That's about 190 million miles. That's twice the distance to the sun. The distance to the sun is 1 AU. If it's 2 AU, oh my God, that tail will go all the way to Jupiter, practically. Oh my God. It'll pass through Mars, it'll pass through, wow. Well, no, it'll get to Mars. It's gonna pass close to Mars. Apparently that's what they say, and it's gonna cause havoc in Mars. It's gonna really do a major. Well, Dr. Bergrum, Boyd Bushman talk about an object that he say that one will be many, many, many megatons. Many. The way he sound, it will be like like this guy say, a life-changing event, an extinction level event, practically, and that's why they are building those deep underground bases. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen because that has been predicted many times over, and we all know that predictions doesn't work no other way because timelines can be altered and changed, and there is somebody higher than the reptilians that does the scheduling. And I don't think they are going by the clock that we think of. They're doing their own thing at their own time, and they don't go by what the reptilians are only type 3 civilization. They control electromagnetic energy, which is a lot. They can control galaxies and shit. So, but I don't think it's in their best interest to get rid of all the cattle that are us, because they need to feed off of us. Yeah, they might make some catastrophe and some suffering and feed off of that, but I don't think they're just gonna wipe us out. Even so, they done that to 3 civilizations before us. 3, no, 4. Atlantis, Lemuria, Mu, and Sumeria, and another one, and now us. They're just gonna whack us a little bit hard, but not, excessively. Who knows?
Would remove this rather serious uncertainty. If the velocity is constant and photo dissociation unimportant, the space density varies as R-2 and the surface brightness as R-1, provided that the opacity is small. This latter variation is approximately observed. Typical estimates for the total gas density are 10 to the 12th and 10 to the 14th molecules per centimeter cubed near the nucleus, and 10 to the 2nd, 10 to the 4th molecules cubed near the outer boundary. The coma is visible during most of a perihelion passage of a comet. It is apparently quite small at distances of 4 AU or greater.
4 AU?
Maximum size appears to be obtained at 1.5 to 2 AU.
400 million miles.
Together with the contraction of the coma as the comet approaches the sun. Now let's back up just a bit here. The coma is visible during most of a perihelion passage, of a comet. It is apparently quite small at distances of 4 AU or greater.
That's
the coma
small.
is quite small. The coma is apparently quite small at distances of 4 AU
Doesn't make
or
sense.
greater. If that
doesn't make sense. 1 AU is 93 million miles. 4 AU, that's 360 million miles away, or more, 380 million miles. Oh my God, that's all the way to almost to Jupiter. That's not right. That's incorrect. Contradicting each other. Quite small. Fuck, that's huge.
is true, and the coma is quite small at 4 AU or greater. At 5.5 AU, what is being measured here if it's not the coma? Diameter in metric units is 50,000 kilometers, 4 times Earth diameter.
Exactly.
And if the coma is quite small at 4 AU or greater, so at 5.5 AU, there should be very small coma or next to none. So what is being measured here?